Game of Thrones is back for its 8th and final season. The season premiere did a lot of the table setting to which fans of the show are accustomed. However, there were a few major surprises, and starting at the end of the episode, a lot of stuff happened in those last 10 or so minutes. It was really interesting seeing Samwell react so strongly to the news Daenerys had killed his father and brother last season, and coming straight on the heels of that is his reveal to Jon of Jon's true identity, his true parentage. What did you make of kind of this burst of plot activity at the end of an episode that had been pretty staid?
I mean, burst of plot activity, it's been like the whole episode is plot activity, but John Bradley's performance as Samuel in that scene was just incredible.
Yeah, he was probably the MVP of the episode for me. He's someone who hasn't gotten a ton of shine. His character is a little bit more plotting and less glamorous, but he sold this emotional kind of moment.
Things are just occurring over these short little scenes, and it really is up to these actors to deliver these great performances to keep you believing what's happening even when the plot is just kind of jumping along so fast.
I've executed men who disobeyed me. You've also spared men. Thousands of wildlings when they refused to kneel. I wasn't a king, but you were.
In a previous season of Thrones, one that were 10 episodes rather than 6, and one where the end wasn't so plainly in sight, the revelation of Jon's parentage would have unfolded a bit more gradually with a bit more gracious pacing.
I've been waiting for that scene for 10 years? I mean, Kid did a great job with it. I wish there was more room to emotionally feel it with the characters, but just the way it was done in the crypts with his mother's statue right there and everything, it was really nice.
The theory of Jon's parentage was a fan favorite for the whole series' run. I also think a character who's a fan favorite, who got a really nice look in this episode, was Sansa. I thought her scene with Tyrion was really interesting because these are two characters who haven't been together in a while, who do have a history.
The last they saw each other, they were married.
Right, last time they saw each other, they were married. Their marriage ended through kind of Deus Ex Machina. And when they were married, he was, the one who knew everything. And she was still kind of a babe in the woods. And it really feels like the polarity has reversed. And I think she is now a master tactician and has kind of risen from supporting player to one of the most impactful characters on the show.
Absolutely.
Going to something that was hopeful, light, ebullient, had no real reason to be in the show and didn't really make character sense. Daenerys taking her dragons for a joyride. I found this really interesting because Daenerys' one overriding character trait that we've known since she got her dragons early in the show's run is that she is protective of them above all else.
Right.
Where are my dragons?
And she's like, oh, let's take them for a ride. It's like the whole idea is that they're hungry because they don't have food and she's hiring them out. This was super corny, but I also super enjoyed it.
I do think that this scene could have happened later on in the season and been more emotionally impactful. Maybe after Jon realizes he's a Targaryen, he then tries to ride the dragon. And I agree with you, it is a little silly with Dany just all of a sudden being like, yeah, just hop on board. Get on the dragon that I've been very protective about. It was a little weird to see that happen.
Yeah.
But overall, it was good, even with them landing at a waterfall where he had hooked up with Ygritte and then Drogon kind of peeping at them.
Yes, it was
Which is a weird
the
joke,
dragons
but
have
it was
real
funny.
personalities.
Yes.
They're like dogs or something.
Yes.
I agree with you that this moment could have been more impactful in some hypothetical other way. I think that the dragon riding portion that's just for fun is now over and we're plunging into the darkness.
Yes, I believe next episode they're going to be setting up for the battle with the White Walkers. Yes. So it's going to be pretty dark from here on out.
We didn't discuss the White Walkers much in this episode. We will going forward as they march closer and closer. We'll look forward to discussing it all next time.